Hello everyone, we are Group 5. Today we will introduce you the case about Netflix. How does this movie end? Here is the outline. We will have three main parts. The first one is introduction, the second is questions and answer, and the final is conclusion. Now let's start with the first one. Netflix is a American entertainment company which is founded in August 29, 1997 by Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings. As you can see here, in the early time, it started as a mail order company renting DVDs using the postal system. In 2007, it began a video on demand streaming service. In 2015, it became the largest player in the movie and TV series streaming market. After a long time developing, its market accounts for 90% of the digital movie streaming market. It has two most famous online TV series. The first one is House of Cards. It is the first ever online television series to win an Emmy Award. And the other one is Orange is the New Black. It won three Emmy Creative Awards in 2014. And now let's move on to the second part, which is questions and answers. Question 1. What are three challenges that Netflix faces? There are three challenges. The first one is high cost of content. The second one is risk of creating new content. And the last one is powerful competitors. In 2014, Netflix reported streaming content obligations to content producers of 9.4 billion. Here we have an example about Netflix and Starz cable network. In 2008, Netflix used 30 million to deal with Starz for a popular TV series and movie. But in 2012, that number raised to 300 million. The cost of large and frequently updated content library are also rising more quickly than revenues. And producing own content is costly as well. The second challenge is risk of creating new content. Netflix has limited experience creating content. They tried to use algorithms to predict the interest of customers. However, while they gained only half a dozen Emmys, HBO had over 400. And the last one, powerful competitors. There are four main competitors here, which are Apple, HBO, Amazon, and Google. Apple owns iTunes, which is the world's largest online media store for the purchase of music, videos, and TV series. HBO is the oldest and most successful paid television service in the United States. Amazon offers free streaming to Amazon Prime customers, and Google. They even charge no fee to the users because the service is as supported. And now let's move on to question number 2.
Question number 2 is what are the key elements of Netflix strategy in 2014? Netflix developed a strategy which made it become the largest online subscription service for streaming entertainment in the world. Netflix chose to out-compete rivals on the basis of differentiation by offering a wider product selection, value-added service, and attract styling. Netflix strategy includes: first is strike deal with Comcast and other ISPs. Second is to produce their own content. Third is expand internationally. And fourth is expand the offering of high-quality television series. Let's get into the detail. First is strike deal with Comcast and other ISP. By doing this, they develop high-speed internet service to their customers. Netflix made negotiations with multiple studios and networks and usually pay licensing fees or profit-sharing deals to be able to stream this title through the online service. And second is to produce their own content. Doing so, they reduce their content costs. Because since the beginning, Netflix had a focus on getting new content to make available to subscribers. Third is to expand internationally. By expanding offshore where opportunities for growth are higher than in the US, the company keeps an aggressive marketing and advertising strategy. This will increase into newly entered countries. They also offer free trials to all new customers in which subscribers gain a free month of access to service. The main strategy of the company is to increase profits for the corporation through international expansion. And finally, they try to expand their offerings of high-quality television series by aggressively spending on market to continue to raise brand awareness. The company continues to move into new segments, diversity geographically, and has had considerable success in many areas. Now let's move on to question number 3.
So I will continue with the third question, which is what are the implementations of Netflix new strategies for cable television systems like Comcast and Time Warner? First, we need to know that Comcast and Time Warner are huge cable servers, which makes up for one-third of American cable providers. And since the release of Netflix, other cable companies, except for Comcast and Time Warner, have lost over 10 million subscribers. Uh, According to the case, there were three main strategies that Netflix had implemented to compete with the cable TV system like Comcast and Time Warner. They are purchase all the TV series, focus on subscriber interest, and produce its own content. To begin with the first strategy, which is purchase of the TV series, Netflix discovered that all the TV series had strong niche followings. These TV series still had a popular following among some key demographics. And this led to Netflix build a new model of binge watching, where consumers could watch all the episodes of a series in several sittings. These new strategies allow Netflix to be able to meet varied needs and tastes of their subscriber. In contrast, cable television carrier may have already lost this kind of market. The second strategy is to focus on subscriber interest with cheaper prices. Um, According to the researchers, most Netflix subscribers were more interested in TV shows rather than in feature-length movies. That's why Netflix replaced 2000 movies with full seasons of TV shows like Mad Men, Breaking Bad, Lost, and other less well-known series or reality shows. Uh, in other words, Netflix has focused on something their subscribers most interested on. Meanwhile, the larger cable television industry selling expensive bundles of hundreds of TV channels that few people watch, and then raising the monthly fees faster than the rate of inflation. Uh, this would lead to cable users paying more than Netflix users with nothing to attract. Next, the next strategy is that Netflix
implemented if they start to produce their own content. For example, like we have known there is House of Cards and Orange is the New Black are the most popular one. This have Netflix paid a lot of money from licensing. And one source of Netflix poor profitability is that the cost of content are really high, both for purchase older series as well as new content. It is easy to understand that the more material Netflix produce on their own, the less they need to buy from the third parties and the easier Netflix find it to say no to ridiculous demand. Uh, Meanwhile, the cable television system has not yet produced content on their own, and one of the biggest problems for this strategy for cable industry is the high cost which will be passed on to the consumer. So to sum up, uh, cable television will go into a decline because people don't need to buy bundles from cable providers, and because Netflix will have an audience size for providing new channel for distributing videos that is not controlled by cable providers. And let's move on to the next question.
So the final question is, why is Netflix in competition with Apple, Amazon, and Google, and what strength does Netflix bring to the market? So as you know, all the four brands are famous in the movie streaming field, and they are competing with each other to gain as many as audience as possible. So first, what does Amazon has? It has more movie titles than Netflix and more foreign five-star rating than Netflix. In terms of movies rating, for the same movie, Amazon users rate 0.5 stars better than Netflix users. Amazon offers free streaming to Amazon Prime customer, which means Amazon customer can watch movie and videos for free. The interface for Prime Videos offers the X-ray feature, which is a handy way of getting information about actors and actresses. The Amazon Prime membership costs about 99 USD per year, comparing to 144 USD per year in Netflix. Another dominant competitor with Netflix is Apple, which is known as the world's largest online media store for purchase of music, videos, and TV series. In 2014, the revenue was a staggering $182 billion, 33 times larger than Netflix. And with a cash reserve of $155 billion, developing a competing streaming video service entirely within Apple's capabilities. The final competitors is Google Play Movies. There is no cost to Google users, and the service is advertisement supported. And Google is actively pursuing a long-form content creators for its video channel program. So with the four strong competitors, what strengths does Netflix have in order to compete effectively with them? Um, Netflix offers more, which means its huge library of titles bring about more than 50 million subscribers worldwide. Netflix films and series have repeatedly been nominated for Emmy Awards and have won many times. In January 6, 2016, Netflix launched its service globally and simultaneously bringing its internet TV network to more than 190 new countries around the world. Netflix is available on virtually any device. Video material can be viewed via PC, Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Wii. On devices running Android and iOS or Windows, and many more. For Netflix, the content is the most important factor. It continuously boosts their slate of original or exclusive titles. For example, they have extended the deal with DreamWorks Animation to add a ton of exclusive content. So in conclusion, the Netflix was a pioneer in the delivery of a video on demand.
So it is the uncracking when it comes to video streaming services, with the ongoing challenges focusing on the strength and developing proper strategies to be prioritized. So this is the end of our presentation. I hope you enjoy this video and thank you for listening.